We are live, broadcasting live. This is the Conversation Room 101. Make sure it's only adults in the house. I need your mind to be open, prepared, and relaxed. Welcome to our home. Take your shoes off. We got some rules we need to go over. Be kind. No cursing in the chat. If you want to curse, call in. And no shouting out other channels. That's a no-no. We got one other rule. There is no judging our guests. It will not be permitted. Zero tolerance. And if so, you want to do that, guess what? We got security. And we will escort you out. Because over here, hashtag we don't care. We're going to be one big family. We're going to laugh together sometimes. We're going to cry. But we definitely going to pray. I thank the Lord above for everything. I lift him up and give him the glory. But you guys, right now, we're going to get our popcorn. And then we're going to see what's going on. And let me just park my car. And I'll be in there in a minute. I'll see you real soon.
The Copyright Disclaimer Act. The Copyright Disclaimer Act under Section 107 of the Copyright Act 1976, allowance is made for fair use for purposes such as criticism, comments, news, reporting, teaching, scholarships, and research. Fair use is used permitted by copyright statutes that might otherwise be infringing. Nonprofit, educational, or personal use tips the balance in favor of fair use.
Hold your power.
Decided to go into pre-law, then journalism, and with no academic focus, my grades took off in their own direction. You will fail at some point in your life. Accept it. You will lose. I found that nothing in life is worthwhile unless you take risks. You will embarrass yourself. You will suck at something. There is no passion to be found playing small and settling for a life that's less than the one you're capable of living. I didn't quit. I prayed. I prayed. So you will catch a break, and I did catch a break.
Tyrese Gibson disappeared August the 22nd, 2020. He was last seen at his residence, picked up by a young lady named Brianna. 4 suspects have been arrested in the disappearance of Tyrese Gibson. The 4th suspect will be tried as an adult. Any information can help. If you know anything, please call Jacksonville Police Department 903-586-2549. If you see something, say something. Hey, how's everybody doing? Thank you guys for showing up. Today is August the 2nd, 2021. It is a Monday. And we've got a lot to go over, you guys. I don't know if we're going to get through everything. We could. Some things has fallen in the cracks, but we're trying to get something so that you guys will have a little bit more information. We're going to be talking about the Garner case today. We're a little bit early, so I want everybody to know. I see you in the building. How you doing, Bam? How you doing, Nancy? Queen Yvette, Diane, V, Linvilli, Summer, Perk, Cynthia. The other day, I was talking to, I think we were on the live, and I was talking to LaKendra. LaKendra had called in, and I called her McCoy. Her name is LaKendra McCray. You guys, I want to make sure that I represent everybody. I'm sorry. Sometimes I just go with where the wind blows me, and I have other stuff on my mind, but I had somebody in my mind that was McCoy. And so I said LaKendra McCoy, but it's LaKendra McCray. So my apologies to LaKendra. I didn't mean to do that. Hey, how you doing, Lisa? Make sure as you guys come in the building, please give us a thumbs up. We're giving you content. We're giving you information. We're giving you nuggets. We got boots on the ground. I don't care what nobody say. I think we do an excellent job reaching out there, getting information. Tonight's information will be exclusives, you guys. And I'm sorry if I would have known how to do the membership only, and I'm just being honest with you, I would have done a live early this morning and gave them the nugget ahead of time. But my daughter has not, well, she's came over here twice to show me how to do it. We did it one time and I couldn't do it again. Then when I tried to do it by myself, I was in the room by myself. So just hold on tight, members, because you guys got a lot of perks, making sure that this is something you would have got exclusives on. And I'm just letting you guys know, I would have came on earlier and spoke to the family that, but we all support this channel. So I don't have a problem with it. It's just sometimes when you have people that helps the channel do what it do, like reach out there, go down there, make these phone calls, pay for some of the things that they have to pay for to get in where they fit in, you guys make it happen. And I want to say thank you to all the mods. I don't know what else to say that's even more powerful than that, but thank you. Thank you very much. All the mods. We've got Tina and Perk and Sonia Watts and Brown Sugar and Tina Powers and Shell, and I don't know who's all in the building, but how you doing, Sugar Mom? I see you in the building. Thank you for joining us, Crystal. We're 2 minutes into 5 o'clock. So I wanted to share with you guys. We've got a lot of information, and I'm wondering, should I lock it down afterwards? Because other content creators is going to be over here like, SP, she went down there and knocked on doors. Yeah, you guys know I did. And I told you I did. You seen that I did. And you said, she endangering people. She knocked on the neighbor's door. Nobody knew that was the next door neighbor until you opened your mouth. There's nothing wrong. It's not illegal to knock on anybody's door and ask them questions. It's nothing illegal about it. I didn't put nobody in danger. And what I'm going to share with you tonight, like I said before, they were already in danger. Everybody over there was already in danger. Okay? I know a lot of you guys, we just had the Christmas in July. You guys are getting your gifts, and some of you guys are, I don't know what's happening, but a lot of them is sent. The ones that are not sent, I have not got to it. I just found out I've got more hours on my job, and I got more classes I got to do, and I got a doctor's appointment. So I'm going to be very busy, but I'm going to try to squeeze 1 or 2 in here and there. I don't have a lot left, probably about 6 or 7. That's about it. And I know that ITT is one of them, and Leslie is one of them, and hey, this is SP.
SP, this is Freddie Johnson. And I want to thank you. I received my gift, my winnings.
Okay. You won that money, didn't you? How much?
Yes, $75.
Okay. Yes. Yes, you did.
Yes, I was calling to thank you, but right on time.
Okay, well, thank the Lord. Thank you, Lord.
Yeah, thank you, Lord. Okay, bye.
All righty, bye-bye. Thank you for calling in. You guys, make sure you let people know when you receive your winnings, because we do make sure that you have to sign for it, and then it's out of our control. Just to let anybody know that it's out of our control after that. Okay. So we do try to send it where you have to sign for it. And I don't know who's going to sign. I don't know who's on the other side. We can send you the tracking number, and that's all we could do. Hey, Sharonda, how you doing? The Real Tea is in there, and Zena. Okay, you guys, I'm going to get off into some of the information that we're going to talk about, Cash Garner case. This is part 3. Anytime that you see that notification comes on, you better believe it. We got some information that nobody else got. And people be like, she be saying she got some information. She don't be having nothing. Okay, I tell you what. I've been keeping a lot of information to myself, but I'm going to share with you guys tonight. We're waiting on a caller to call in. And when she calls in, you guys, we're going to give her the floor, let her speak and say what's ever on her mind and what she done found out and what's going on. And we're going to share with you guys what we know on this side. But she's down there in Dallas and she's going to share with you what she knows, okay? And we got receipts. Did you hear what I said? We got receipts to everything we're finna tell you, okay? Okay, I think my husband just made it home. He's like, where's dinner? I'm over here playing with you guys. Everybody ready? Everybody ready for this? Because we're not going to beat around the bush. I don't have to tell you the story if you don't know the story. A young child of the age of 4 or 5 years old came up missing on May the 15th. His name was Cash. He has a twin brother named Carter. Allegedly, it was told to the police department that a person that they know, or they said at the time they really did not know, had took the child. They had some surveillance of a person coming in. Allegedly, they say it was this younger cat named DB. And so a lot of things wasn't adding up. And there's been so many stories going on and people taking sides and people feeling some kind of way. Okay. In a nutshell, he's been arrested. And so there's allegedly another incident was supposed to happen February the 8th, just in the same neighborhood. So we're going to talk about those things. And hey, Huda, how you doing? She says the body was found in Kern County today. We are still waiting for them to confirm. Okay. I see you in the building. Thank you for the super chat. And Don Pride, thank you for the super chat. I did not see these go up there. You guys got to forgive me because I'm working with some new contacts and they just not doing so well. Matter of fact, I don't even, okay, there we go. Maybe it's me. Thank you, Don Pride. And thank you, Huda. Huda says a body was found in Kern County today. All right. Well, I'm hoping it's not. So there was some other stuff going on too down there, but you know, it do be what it be. Okay. So anyway, thank you guys for the super chat. Thank you. Thank you for everything that you do. And letting us know what's going on. So let's get off into some of my notes. I do have a little thing here that I be writing down notes. So anyway, there is this video that is sold to the newspaper, the Daily Mail. And so the person named Monica, Money Monica, has pointed out this guy named DB, Darian Brown. And they wonder, well, how do you know him? And she was like, well, we really don't know him. He went to school with my kids, or one of my kids know him. My youngest, one of my sons know him. And then come to find out, oh, well, my oldest sons, they're friends or something, or they went to school together. And then it comes to find out that, oh, yeah, they used to live with us. And matter of fact, the neighbor that, says in this affidavit, which was wrote up after the fact of Cash being taken out on May the 26th that he wanted to file charges on an incident that happened February the 8th. He says that Monica came down to his home and begged him and asked him not to press charges on this young lad. And so he must have went to a mental health facility and got some treatment, but no arrest was done, no report was done or anything. So when the affidavit came out, I spoke on it and I said, well, you know, I did my research and I would think that a police wouldn't lie. I would think that they put in the affidavit that there was body cam of the incident. So, you know, so that makes me believe that's the only reason it made me believe that this incident did happen and it happened the way they said it happened and this, that, and the other. I have not seen this footage. I don't know if there is any footage or whatever. But the guest, I'm not going to tell you what our guest is going to come on and say, because she's going to speak on a lot of that. And if she doesn't, I'll try to touch back on it. Please don't let me forget about that footage. But anyway, you guys, let me get off into some of the good. Okay, some of the good. You guys ready for this? Put a 1 in the chat because I see you guys talking about other stuff. I'm like, I don't know. Southern Sass says people are lying. Hey, Chrissy, how you doing? And please, y'all use those emojis, especially when you members. Use your emojis. Let it be known. Let it be known. Lisa Taylor, why you put a 2 in the chat? Hi, Lisa. How you doing? She said, I ain't ready. I got dinner on and you stopping some stuff. Oh, we finna get into some stuff. Some things you ain't heard. Okay? First of all, okay, thank you. Thank you, everybody. I'm glad that you guys are participating in this conversation. I'm not having this conversation by myself. That lets me know that you are interested in what's going on with this case. I told you guys we're going to follow this case all the way to the end. We just did. Okay, first of all, remember there was the first time I went down there, spoke to some people. Not everything is on the interview or was recorded, but I spoke to a lot of people. Here's our guest calling in, you guys. Here we go. Hey, this is SP.
Hi, this is Janet.
How you doing? I'm glad you called in.
Yes, ma'am. How are you?
I'm doing fine. Okay. You can start anywhere you want. I was just waiting on your call. I didn't want to share the things that you shared with me. I just gave you that privilege.
Okay. Well, and I'm not used to speaking, and so you might have to kind of ask questions and lead me as well. But I've been on this case since day one. It just it's close by. When I saw it on the news, it just my heart just went out to Cash, and I guess I saw about 2 or 3 maybe different news, from different news channels, what happened, and none of them were the same story. So I was like, something's not right here. So I just started digging into it, that day, and so many inconsistencies that you can't be overlooked. And I just feel that Cash deserves justice. And to me, a lot of people they're saying, oh, well, DB, I don't know if that's Darian Brown, the one that's been arrested. Oh, he's been arrested, so justice is served. That's it. Why is everybody still talking about this? But I just totally feel different. I totally believe there's either others involved. If he wasn't even set up if he didn't have anything to do with it, I believe he was set up. But if he had something to do with it, definitely others are involved. And so I don't know. I just like I said, I've been on the case since day one. I've pulled all the records. I've done hours and hours of research, and so there's so many inconsistencies. I don't even know where you really want me to begin with those.
Okay, well, we can begin with this neighbor The
February 8th incident.
yes.
Okay. Yes, it really bothered me, because it came out, that story came out maybe a week or so after Cash's murder. It came on the news. Oh, breaking news. There's, Darian Brown has tried this before. In February, he went into his grandpa's home and tried to take his granddaughter. And the whole, if you read the affidavit, to me, it sounds like a circus wrote the affidavit, really. It doesn't even make any sense. And then on top of that, to find out that the grandpa who said this happened, he had ties within the Dallas Police Department.
So the grandfather has ties with the Dallas Police Department?
Yes, and I'm going to go ahead and say his name because it's not confidential. It's public access.
Okay.
Anybody can go online. So I don't feel, do you agree with me?
Yes. Yes.
Okay, I don't feel I'm putting his name out there because anybody can see it.
Mm-hmm.
In the affidavit, it says Michael Berry is the grandfather who said this happened to. Well, of course, I wanted to do my research, so I searched and I dig, and he has family within the Dallas Police Department. He has a niece that's a detective, and he has a brother that's a major. So to me, if this incident really happened,
okay, so Michael Berry has a niece that's a detective at the Dallas Police Department and has a brother that's a major.
Yes, and anybody can find this information out themselves. It's nothing that I've, it's not a secret or anything like that. I just did research, and you can Google it, and you can find the connection. That he is tied to. He has family within the Dallas Police Department, and to me, if you have family that are police officers, if someone breaks into your home and assaults you and tries to kidnap your granddaughter, I'm sorry, but nobody can convince you not to press charges. It's just
right.
I don't know.
Yeah, with him having a niece and a brother that's on the police department, why would he not press charges, especially when it has to do with a child?
Exactly. So then I even did a little bit more digging, and I was looking for, because supposedly the affidavit says he contacted police that day. He just chose not to press charges. There's no 911 call, and again, this is public records. There's no 911 call of Michael Berry calling the police on February 8th or for any time in 2021, for that matter. So it just
and you can pull all those records, right?
Anybody. You can go to Dallas Police reports, and then they have whenever you go there, they have a thing that's called Dallas Open Data, and you can pull up all police events. Now I will say, because some people try to come back and say, well, it's because it has to do with the kid that you can't see it. No, I'm sorry. You can go in here and you can look up Dallas Open Data, and you can even search for, just type the word child in there, and all these different cases come up, and they have to do with children. So I'm sorry, that 911 call would be there if in fact there was a 911 call. So 2 and 2 is not equaling 4 here.
Right.
I just don't understand. And then, even when you look at the affidavit, the complainant on the front page of the affidavit is a totally different name than Michael Berry. It's a Harper Berry. And also, when you're looking at the affidavit, you can tell it's been altered in some form or fashion. I don't know, I'm sure you've seen it.
Yeah, yeah.
And you can clearly see that it's been altered. Very, very sloppy paperwork. I feel like they were scrambling, trying, I guess, I don't know,
well, they had that little town meeting, and that's when, right after that, they,
right,
he's
right,
just,
because any information that you can pull up regarding the February 8th incident, all the paperwork is from after Cash's murder. would have went. I mean, is it? I don't understand it. Something's not right. Something's not right.
Right.
So,
Right.
I don't know. And then the whole, I don't know how much you've heard on the other police reports that have been out. The only 911 call from Monica was to report a burglary at like 7 o'clock in the morning. So, and everybody tries to say, oh, well, it's because they changed the timestamp. That's why it says that. But no, that's not what they do. They don't go and change the timestamp. So,
right. So there was actually a call that came in at 6:53.
Yes, and anybody, again, can look it up. I mean, it's kind of a neat thing that Dallas has, and because not all cities have it, because I've also been trying to look up some information from Houston, because Monica was also living in Houston before this, because I've come up with some information that I'm trying to confirm before I speak about it. But Houston don't have this little data thing like Dallas does, so it's kind of neat. But you go in there and you can even export the information onto an Excel spreadsheet, and you can search for anything. And I mean, it's got over 900,000 reports. Okay. So, but the only report, and let me see if I can get it pulled up real fast while we're here. The only report from Monica Sherrod right here. So this call came in at the address of the 770 Florina Parkway on 5/15/2021, and it says there's a lot of information, so I'm just kind of trying to get to what I'm going to talk about. Let me pull it up this way because I can see it better. Because I want to say it verbatim and not just, kind of. So give me 1 second. Sorry.
Yes, okay.
And Sherrod.
So people in the chat are saying thank you for the information and confirming that information.
Yes, ma'am. I don't like, it would never seem to have it confirmed, because I know that can just cause a lot of confusion and a lot of hearsay and drama and gossip. I don't like to do that. But okay, so right here's again, it's all public information. You can pull it up yourself. The complainant was Monica Sherrod at home address 7527. She called in to report a burglary, breaking and entering, and the dispatch time is 6:53 a.m. Now, the dispatch time for them that they were called to, let me get this pulled up, because, okay, so remember that. So this was dispatched at 6:53. Someone was dispatched to Monica's home. Well, on this that I read from the Daily Beast that Monica sold, all that information to. And I had it pulled up real quick right here. Okay. It says that, and also the reason I can't confirm the dispatch time with the actual police information is because it's not there either. There's no 911 call from Antoine's, which I know she had to call 911, but that could be, again, maybe because it had to do, because she called to say there was a dead child in the street, maybe because she specifically said, there's a dead child. Maybe that's why it's not on there. I haven't figured that one out yet. But let me get to it. Says that they, the police arrived at the Battle Ridge, where the body was at. Okay, right here.
Someone's asking, was that phone call, was it from a home phone or a cell phone? Does it say?
It does not say that. It does not give that information. It doesn't give that information on the call, on the, the records right here.
Okay.
What information, I'll tell you what information it does give us. So it gives us, of course, the incident number, at the type of call, which was a burglary. She reported a burglary. And then it gives the beat, whatever that is, that's whatever section it was for their division. And then the date of the first incident, 5/15/2021, it was May, and then they get the day, which was Saturday, and then that's it. And then the date the incident was created, which gives a 5/16 date. That don't make any sense. But I wanted to point out to what they said, because they said that they arrived where the body was at like 7:20 a.m. is what it said from the Daily Beast, which is the first news, that got all that information from Monica that she sold it to.
Yeah.
So
was it the Daily Beast or the Daily Mail? It was the Daily Mail.
Okay, the Daily Mail.
Uh-huh.
Okay, sorry, I kept saying the Beast. I'm sorry.
That's okay.
See, but right here I'm looking. It says the Daily Beast, but maybe she sold it to the Daily Mail. You're right. Okay. And then but anyways, the only call from Monica Sherrod that day was to report a burglary at 6:53. So how can she report that burglary if she's still asleep?
Right.
So I don't know. It's just I truly hope that there are some investigators that are looking past all, because they're wanting us to believe one thing, and when I say they, I don't know necessarily if it's the media. I don't want to blame the Dallas Police Department for, I don't want to say covering up anything. I really don't know what's going on. Something's going on though.
Okay.
I haven't, been able to figure it out what exactly it is, but I just hope someone is looking past some of the things that they're wanting us to believe, and hopefully can, be someone good for DB that's going to be able to get this straightened out. Because a lot of things that I'm finding out doing my research isn't looking good for DB. As far as this police officer, his grandpa, or not police officer, this grandpa who's saying he did this before has ties within the Dallas Police Department. So it's like he don't even stand a chance.
Right.
They think they got this guy, and they're, I don't know. My heart goes out, of course, to Cass first and foremost, and then my heart does go out to DB. Now, if for some strange twist comes in the story and we find out that, this was DB all alone, of course he needs to be punished, but I just don't see that happening. There's no way. I have to drive by this house every day. I know exactly from where Monica's is to where the body was found, where DB's house is. There's no way he did that on foot. There's no way. He was a car involved. There had to have been.
Right.
With as much traffic that goes by there, even at 5 o'clock in the morning, because everybody's going to work, a lot of people are going to work. There's no way that if he was walking with this 4-year-old child, that nobody saw him.
Right.
So
now, so what about, you spoke to someone that knew DB personally?
Okay, so during my research, I came across it was an article that was released about the incident, and then there was people, commenting. Well, I've been looking for anybody that I could, try to speak to personally knew DB, not that is reading what's, the internet's telling us or, whatever. I wanted to know someone or talk to someone that personally knew DB. So I finally ran across a comment where someone wrote, and I do not want to say his name just because I haven't spoken with him again, but it is someone, and it is confirmed that personally knew DB. I'll read the comments. I don't mind reading the comment from him.
Okay, go ahead, because you sent it to me, so I do have the receipt. So go ahead and read it.
Yeah, I don't mind doing that. I don't mind reading that, but let me get my messages. But and anybody can probably find it because I found it on Facebook. So, but I don't want to be the one to put his name out there. But okay, so it was regarding the cash incident, and someone said, this was his comment verbatim, I hope they do a very thorough investigation. As a youth football coach, I pray that this is not true, because I had the opportunity to coach that young man, and believe me, he was harmless. I'm talking afraid of himself harmless. He's a weak link. It doesn't add up. He was special, and that's all I'm saying. These accusations, though, and then I won't even put what the other person put because it don't matter. But so that comment right there,
right.
I felt a little bit of hope for DB. So I reached out to this man personally because something told me, I don't know. So I reached out to him, and I did get to speak with him. I have reached out to him again for the second time to see if he would be willing to maybe come on, with us maybe next week or something. I don't know if you do another one. I haven't heard back from him, but he is totally. He said he was shocked, appalled, and his heart hurts for DB. And he said that there's no way. He said that he was always good with. He coached him for football, and that sometimes they would even help with like flag football, and that he always helped with the kids, and there was never anything weird or I don't know. To me,
he said he was harmless and he was a weak link.
Yes, and to me, and that the weak link caught my attention too. I'm glad you mentioned that again because I did ask him, and he said that when he referred it like that, it was about. He said that he's very convincible, and I don't know if I'm saying the right words, but he's easily convinced. You could.
He's easily persuaded.
There you go. That's the word. Yes, and he's a people pleaser. He would do whatever. Whatever.
Yeah, whatever people ask him to do or tell him to do, he'll do it and not think nothing of it. Everybody's his friend.
Right. So, and I don't want to say that, DB's an angel. Yes, I saw there has been some pictures going around where it looks like maybe he broke into a car one time, but that doesn't make you a child killer. Maybe he had some little bit behavioral issues,
Yeah, and then in those pictures, I don't know. I really can't see because I'm going to share something with the family today.
And one more thing, another thing, I think there's two more things that I do want to touch on.
Okay, go ahead.
So, dang it, now it slipped my mind.
Take your time.
There was another channel that did an interview with one of the neighbors.
Mm-hmm.
I won't mention the neighbor's name because I don't think he's ever mentioned his name. I do know it, but I guess it's really not that important right now. But one of the neighbors went on to.
Oh, we can't mention the channel's name.
We can or can't?
We can't.
Oh, okay. I think if I want to, because I watched. When I say I researched, I've probably watched. And there's a lot of channels that
right
are covering it. So I've watched, and I want to say it might have been the lightly. No.
Don't mention the channel.
I thought you
No, we can't. We can't.
Sorry. Okay. Sorry. But anyway, so yeah, no, it was on one of the shows. He came on, and they did an interview, and he was speaking about how destructive this DB is, and that how he had run-ins with him, and he's called the laws or the police so many times. Well, first of all, I have done research on the 911 calls in that area, from that street, from the surrounding streets. I have done a couple of calls, none of them were from him, though. Just a couple of calls that I've seen in the neighborhood that were criminal mischiefs, calls, but none of them specified that it was DB. But so he goes on to the show, says that DB's destructive. He's had all these run-ins. He's called the cops on him all these times. And he was like, he said, I was trying to figure out, if I knew this kid from around the neighborhood, because I know all the kids. He was like, but, I've never seen him. So to me right there, DB wasn't running the neighborhood. He wasn't, starting all those troubles. If you didn't know him and he lived a couple of streets down or a couple of houses down from you, then apparently he wasn't making that much ruckus if you didn't know him.
Right. And people usually jump on the train when somebody says something negative about somebody. They be like, oh yeah, I seen him do this, and oh yeah, he was doing that, and looky here, and they're showing you a still picture of somebody, some African American. You don't know who that is.
Exactly.
You don't know who that is.
Exactly. So that was one of the things that caught my attention about this neighbor. Because basically all this evidence that they're saying they have it's basically not evidence, really.
Right.
I mean, just like they have all these people saying DB is horrible and causes trouble, but none of that can be proven. And another thing, going to the grandpa.
Mm-hmm.
And I won't mention names, but again, it's all out there for the public because I found this information out by doing my own research. So I won't say these names, but the grandpa also has family that is tied in and connected with the psychologist.
With the psychologist? Shut up, girl.
I'm telling you, again, you can all find this information out by yourself by just doing a little research.
Hold on. You're saying that the neighbor that made this allegation that something happened on February the 8th is tied in with the psychologist?
Okay, so let me say this. Facebook tells a lot. Facebook, if you don't want people to know things, I guess you just don't put it on Facebook. Because you can find a lot out by Facebook.
Oh, my.
And during the research, this neighbor has ties, and I don't want to say he's friends with them because I don't know how close of the relationship or a personal, but there's some type of relationship because they're all tied in together through Facebook, by Facebook. They're of the same circle. I know that for a fact. It's how close they are, and stuff, I don't know. But yes, the Michael Barron, who says an incident in February happened, has connections with and is affiliated with some of the same people that the psychologist, and I believe the last name is Lee. For the psychologist, I got it. Let me get my folder.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I know it was.
Soldier Girl says Seeley.
I'm sorry, say it again.
Seeley?
No, the psychologist that now let me see if I've printed it. Okay, right here. This is the examination regarding, for him to be evaluated. It says, it is therefore ordered that Dr. Warren G. Lee shall examine the defendant, Darian Brown. Well, this Warren G. Lee is affiliated with some of the same people that this Michael Berry is affiliated with. So to me, I mean, like, does DB have anybody on his side? Because it's not looking good.
Oh, wow.
It's just all blowing my mind, the connections that I'm finding. And it all brings to question, like, what's really going on?
And you got all receipts of all of that. You got your folder together.
Yeah, oh yeah, I'm since day one. Something drew me, and I don't really get into cases that much. I love true crime. I watch ID all the time. If anybody watches that, woo-woo. But this case, I guess it was so close to home, and then just how, I mean, from the job, I could tell, I mean, something ain't right. And then the further and further I'm getting into this investigation, I mean, it's blowing me away, leaving me speechless at times. I'm just like, what is going on?
Right.
So,
wow.
But, and then also, because I mean, and I don't know why it's called. I think it all happens for a reason. I think something's leading me to do this, and because I mean, I'm digging into where even when they requested. Let me get this paper. Hold on. They requested for him to have a special investigator for his case.
Mm-hmm.
Hold on, I don't know if you saw that paper. So I wanted to look up the investigator to make sure, you know, he wasn't connected to any of those people. And I have not found that he is, so that's a good thing.
Okay.
And the investigator is, I think it's Sammy Lassie, I think, but I'm trying to find the paper. Hold on. That might have been one I didn't print because I ran out of ink, so I can get it pulled up real quick though. Hold on.
Wow.
Okay. S217. Okay. Whew, my heart just stopped. I typed in the number wrong. I put the last four 5484, and when it popped up, it was someone else's stuff, and it says indictment. I was like, what? They indicted him? But no, that's someone else. Sorry. My heart dropped.
Yeah.
Hold on. Okay, S217 5979. Okay, it's not on that one. You know, you got 6 different cases. I got to put in all these different numbers. Hold on. Okay, right here. Motion to appoint investigator. It says, to the Honorable Judge, comes now Darian Brown, defendant by and through his attorney of record, Heath Harris, above styled and numbered case, and moves the court to appoint an investigator to assist his counsel in the case and for cause, which show the court is following. The defendant charged with burglary, habitation, and kidnapping. Okay, so the defendant also requests that the court appoints Sammy Glasby as investigator in this case and to assist defense counsel in representing the defendant. So I've been researching the Sammy Glasby, and I have found no connection whatsoever. So I'm keeping my fingers crossed that hopefully he's going to be someone good for DB.
Okay.
So, you know, that's a good thing. And then there's another name of Kurt. Let me see where I saw the Kurt name. Okay, right here. Order appointing investigator came on to be considered the motion for appointment of investigator of defendant Gordon Kurt in this case. So I'm not sure where maybe there's going to be 2 investigators. But I've also done some research on the Gordon Kirk, and I haven't found anything that's worried me either. So,
okay.
Hopefully those will be good for DB. But it's just crazy how the psychologist, you know, what a coincidence that someone tied into Michael Berry. I mean, it just
right.
I don't know. There's definitely some red flags there.
Right.
But
Might be a conflict of interest or something, and they need to be aware of it.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Well, thank you. You sure did share a lot of information with us.
Yes, ma'am.
Some shocking information.
Yeah, I mean, it's all blowing me out of the water too. And again, all the stuff I did touch on have been, I have my folder here. I have, and I've sent you some of the stuff I have. It's all been confirmed. It's nothing, because I don't want to go off spreading rumors and, telling gossip, and because all that's going to do is confuse people. So,
right.
I mean, I definitely have made sure everything that I'm speaking of can be confirmed one way or the other.
Right.
So.
Right. Well, thank you. Thank you. Hopefully we can get that interview with the other person, and we're going to keep looking for information. I've got some information, some information that I'm dropping tonight. And wow. So I appreciate you.
You're welcome. Well, I appreciate you. Like I said, I've been doing the research. You've been watching other shows, and again, a lot of people, and it floors me how many people are sweeping so many inconsistencies through those notes and taking it. I mean, I want to be down at the Dallas Police Department right now protesting and demanding answers, because something's not right.
Well, I think a lot of people been already thinking that and suggesting it, and I'm like, well, they got 90 days, and I think the 90th day will be what, August the 15th? So it's like what Heath Harris says. I mean, there's nothing to protest right now. I mean, they charge, but I mean, there's no there. If you don't give them information so they can do the discovery, what you're charging them, saying, hey, this is why we're charging them, then it drops, I guess. I don't know how that works.
Well, it's not necessarily, and I'll say this, not necessarily, unfortunately, I have, in my past, I've had to deal with some, felonies, so I'm kind of familiar with, or not kind of, I am familiar, but they have 90 days to indict him. While he's incarcerated, they have him, locked up. And apparently, it can't get past the grand jury. There's been no indictment. Only thing that's been indicted on is his misdemeanor evading arrest.
Right.
And if you pull up that information, there's activity on that. I mean, as far back, I just had it up. Where did it go? As July 23rd, they were doing stuff with that case.
Right.
So they're moving in that case, but these other felonies, it can't make it past the grand jury because apparently something ain't right.
Right.
So, because they would have already indicted him. I mean, there's so many things that have happened after this past case, and people are already going to trial for it. And it includes children. I mean, there's people, going to trial for hurting a child, and this was all after cash.
Right.
So it doesn't make sense why he hasn't been indicted. But yeah, I don't know. But so they have 90 days, and at that 90 days, if they have not filed an indictment, then they have to release him. The charges don't necessarily have to be dropped, because they have, I think with capital murder, there is no statute of limitation. So with that, I mean, they could come back in 20 years if they finally have evidence, you know, and say, we're charging you capital murder. But they can't keep him incarcerated that whole time. After the 90 days, if you haven't been indicted, you're released.
Okay.
So
I'm glad that you let us see, because I did understand, like, murder has no statute of limitations on it. I mean, you can find somebody 50 years from now and get convicted. But
you can't keep them locked up for 50 years until you find the evidence. You know what I mean?
Right.
So they have 90 days, and it's coming close. And I mean, they were supposed, his evaluation for his mental evaluation was supposed to be done within 30 days. Why haven't we heard anything? Because it's been 30 days.
Right.
So,
right.
But anyways, well, I appreciate you listening to me and having me on. If I do run across anything else, believe me, I will call you. If I can get back in touch with this person that knows DV personally, and he will join us, I'll definitely give you a call and let you know about that as well.
Okay.
So, all right. Well, I'm going to be listening to the rest of the show, and I appreciate you having me on.
All right. Thank you.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. Okay. I do see that Cammie is trying to call. Please wait, Cammie. Just wait for 1 minute. I need to drop this other information. I want to thank her for calling because her child is sick, and she made sure, I was like, oh no, I done let everybody know we were coming on. We're dropping this information. You guys need to know this information. And so I don't want to get distracted. So Cammie, just wait just 1 minute, would you please? And I want to share some information with you guys because you know what? We're dropping it all. And if you don't like what's being dropped, I don't know what to tell you. But we've got receipts. Now, first of all, I want everybody to just pay attention because I don't want to make a number 4. I don't want to make a number 5. So please let me share this with you now because I've got a full schedule coming up this week, you guys. I'm working 7 days a week, 12 hours, and I've got school and doctors and everything. So I don't want to have to make another one. I need to get this other mail out and I need to get some rest. And I've got 3 emergency phone calls with people, part of our family and part of my family in not on YouTube, but that needs my awareness. So let me share this information. I usually don't drop this much information all in one day, but like I said, you guys, we're going to try to keep everybody informed. They can go and debunk whatever they want. We got receipts. First of all, I want to share with you guys. Here come a nugget. Did you guys know that prior to Cash being taken out of the house, Monica's house had been shot up in a drive-by? They didn't go to the front. They went the back and shot into the house. Okay? That's why the windows was all out. That's why when you look on this one particular person that's a content creator that has where the FBI is there and the woman is looking, before she looks out the window, she's peeking through this hole. She's peeking through a bullet hole. Okay? She's peeking through a bullet hole that somebody has shot into Monica's house. Okay? We're dropping these nuggets. I'm just going to tell it like a TI is. You don't believe me? Go back to that particular person. I'm not going to show you not even a still picture because I don't even want to deal with that character, okay? But he has the video, and if you stop it at 1.09 and go to all the way to 1.13, you'll see the FBI looking through the bullet hole. Okay? Her house been shot up. Why would you keep a child in the back of a house that's been shot up prior to this situation? I don't get it. I don't understand it, okay? So when people told me I was knocking on the door, endangering the neighbors, they were already in danger. Matter of fact, let me drop another nugget with you guys. The neighbors are all moving. This Michael Berry, he's moving. He's moving, okay? Okay. We found out one of the person's name. I'm not going to share the name with you guys, but I'll show you his picture. And guess what? Some people are mistaking this person that hangs with Cameron and Huncho Band all the time as Darian. Let me share this picture with you guys. Let me just share one of their best buddy friends. Now, I'm just saying, we will put that picture up to the other picture, you guys, just to see what's going on. Everybody got dressed, everybody sagging, got the pants down, and everything. Okay. Let me share this with you. Because I'm gonna be just like Christmas. I'm gonna wait to the last. You got to stay in here. Matter of fact, share. Everybody come on and share real quick. Because we're finna drop some big nuggets now. I'm gonna make a lot of people mad. I don't care, get mad. We've got the people in the neighborhood, people in Monica's neighborhood has told us that yes, Monica is moving out of the house. But guess what? The police making Monica move out. I don't know if it's an eviction. The police was sent over there to make Monica move out. Okay? She ain't just doing it willingly or she just want to do it. Yes. Okay? That is what the neighbors has told us. Here come some really. Did anybody share? Tell me that you shared. Tell me that you shared, you guys, because now we're finna get into some juicy stuff. And I told you guys we wasn't gonna let this go. You know, we're gonna be just like, what's his name? The one character, the one in the Bible, Jacob. He said, I ain't gonna let you go till you bless me. We ain't gonna let go. Okay. Pisces Princess, she says she shared. She the only one that shared. You guys. Okay, Sexy Grandma said I shared. You guys, come on. So anyway, I want at least 5 people to come on and share. Come on and share, because I want them other content creators to get mad. They're gonna get mad because we want the truth. AB, how you doing? Thank you for joining. Thank you for becoming a member, AB. Thank you for the membership. Thank you. And we want to make sure you know that we are very appreciative for joining. Thank you. Let me see here. Okay, they want to appreciate AB all the time. Okay, so I told you guys about her house being shot up before the child came up missing. We know the young gentleman's name that looks kind of like DB, you know, and maybe something there is happening. So we're going to check that out, you guys. I'm just letting you guys know. Okay. And okay, I don't want to say nothing about that. That's for me. Okay, and the police is making Monica move. Okay, I'm gonna wait on that. Okay, here we go. So there's a family member of DB has reached out, you guys, and guess what? They went and visit DB. Okay, you guys hear what I'm saying? I'm finna drop this nugget. So I'm just letting you guys know. Been knowing it. She said, come on. She said, oh, Lord. Yes. That's why I ain't going nowhere. And I wanted to know something. And so they asked DB. They went Sunday and they visit DB on Sunday and shared with me. I said, I want to know, do he have relations with this woman? Have he had sexual relations with this woman? And they asked him Sunday because I wanted to know. And they said, he said yes. 16, 17, 18 years old. He has had sexual relations with Monica. Okay? And I don't care what nobody tell you. I said it. I already told you guys. I know you guys did. Oh no, that's not her kind. It's her kind when you doing meth. It's her kind when you getting high and you feeding it to them kids. It's your kind. It is. Okay. So I want you guys to know that. And let me see if there's anything else I can share with you guys. Right now, that's all I will share with everyone. If they wish to share more, I will share more with everyone. If they wish to share more, okay? I have to be very careful. Lorraine said, we knew this. How this is a botch case so far. Okay. Kimmy, go ahead and call in. We're 1 hour into the live, you guys. We're 1 hour into the live. Kimmy, go ahead and call in. I'm taking those calls right now. If you guys got, yeah, she can get in a lot of trouble having sex with a minor. You guys understand what I'm saying? And it's just terrible. But I was really surprised when this guy that knew him, that coached his team, says that he was a weak link. He was harmless. He couldn't even hurt himself. He couldn't hurt nothing, nobody. And I was like, wow, you know. Hey, this is SP.
Hi, SP, it's Kim.
Hey, Kim.
Am I on live right now?
Yes, you are.
Okay. I tried to explain before. I'm very much like Darian Brown, okay? And I'm female, okay?
Uh-huh.
When I was younger, because I didn't know this until now, I used to walk at night because I would hear voices in my head like affirmations, like get this done, I do this, you know? So when I saw this case go down, and I tried to say right from the start, this kid didn't do it. He does, like I told you before, this kid doesn't have to own his. I would die for him. If I could afford, I would go testify for this young man.
Right.
He doesn't have a lean bone in his body. He goes around and looks in yards because he likes to see families at night, you know, like he's a gentle being.
Yeah.
It's like I'm watching the movie, like I'm watching a movie play out, looking at, like, you know, what was that movie, Blindside, with the big football player? Like, I'm a mom who has football player kids, you know, and I'm 5'2", so I'm little, you know.
Yeah.
So when you get hugged by these big boys that I don't win, and my son's a redhead, okay, and this is why I got sent out from the start. Okay. My son, at 2 years old, shut me in a pantry. I still don't have the door on to this day. His daughter's 12.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
I'm telling you, in the video where they pick up cat, Darian was the caretaker of the kids' lounge.
Yeah.
This is what I see. You know, everybody was stoned. Okay?
Right.
And why? And like when they did the Daily Mail, why that day? And he said this is where they slept that night.
Right.
Right?
Right.
Right. And then Cameron shows you not how Darian took him out. He shows you how they took him out afterwards.
Right.
Because Eric handed him off to somebody, or somebody handed him off, and then the next day, Darian comes in the next morning, gently looking at Carter, tells him to lay down, little man, go back to sleep. And as he's walking by, he goes, why am I doing this?
I don't know about anybody else. These are confirmations that I do now. Like, I'm 58 years old and people are telling me I'm crazy. I have nightmares. Like, because the kid's redhead and because Trevor looks exactly like my son.
Mm. Yeah.
And they're the same, and what's scary is they're the same age. This is like, people tell me I'm crazy, and people tell me I should go to the doctor. People, I am. I go and talk to them. I tell them this is going on. I feel like, I feel like I'm watching a movie, and I'm pointing out the killers, It's like I'm watching in Canada, watching them point out who the patsy is at JFK,
Right. Okay. Well,
And, like, just think about that. I feel like they're pointing at one person when it's a whole crew, because they all dressed alike.
right.
They all dressed alike. They drove a van.
Right.
He got caught running from a big van, okay? He went into that other man's house, picking up the kid because maybe he was disoriented one night because he's used to being
I don't know if that's a true thing that happened. So,
like,
yeah.
see, I don't even know if that happened either.
Right.
Like, what do you believe? Like,
Right.
there's,
Right.
like, there's so many liars. Like, I'll tell you one thing, okay? SP,
Yes.
and a lot of crime things are.
Right.
The baby was taken from the house because there's shit going down there. It's a redirect of everything. Everybody, like, oh, come on, all you mamas. Somebody comes in your house and you have dogs there. Come on, mama bears. Who's getting in your house? Come on, mama bears. I'm a grandma,
Okay.
right?
Yeah.
You know what? You're SP. I told you one day in a chat, your husband watches you sleep because he loves you. And I used to watch my baby sleep.
Yeah. Okay.
No,
Okay.
there's something.
Right.
There's something going on.
It is
It's like,
something going on, and we're gonna keep on trying to figure out what it is. Also.
it's evil. It's evil. And, like, thank you for that talk, SP. And, oh, good Lord.
Well, thank you.
Thank you for that talk, lady. God love you.
Yes.
You're, as they would say in Canada, sometimes you're the best thing since sliced bread, maple syrup, pancakes,
Right.
God loves you.
All right.
Love from Canada.
All right. Love you. Thank you.
Thank you, SP.
All right. That was Cammie, you guys. She was sharing her feelings and what's going on with this case. She says she can pretty much understand what's going on. Thank you, Cammie, for sharing that with us. You guys, like I said, I do have a very, very busy schedule. I'm trying to think, is there anything else I could share with you guys before I get off of here? If anybody got any, she says, you get paid a medal, girl. Who? Gritty Gabby, what are you talking about? We just trying to find out what's going on. You guys, we're going to keep on finding out. And since now that sometimes if on the other side wants to share with us, you guys, they got a family, they got a home over here that they can share anything that they want. And I wanted you guys to know that, that is taking place. Anyway, wow. Wow. Oh. And another thing, you could take this off the, you could take this off of your information. There was another thing that I asked also. I asked, did DB have one of those GPS system things on his leg? And, home security, house arrest device? And the answer to that is no. Okay, you guys. So that is some more information that now you guys don't have to guess, because I really wanted to know that, So he didn't. So first we thought he did. First they said that he did, and then they said he didn't, and then we seen pictures and it looked like he did, and he went to court, and we was trying to get the court records, and we finally got to ask that question, and it was not one. Okay. All right, you guys. I'm gonna get on off of here. Thank you guys for showing up. Make sure if you didn't give us a thumbs up as you go out, you guys give us a thumbs up, and I will see you guys later on. I got to go and get this dinner ready. Thank you guys, and thank everybody that gave in the super chat, especially Huda. She had some comments that I couldn't just stop, but I do want to read this one. It's still up there. It says, SP, I really need to mention that Dr. Warren G is a psychiatrist who is doing psychiatrist evaluations now. He deals with psychosis, psychiatric schizophrenia episodes. Okay. But you know what? Out of all of this today, I'm going to tell you what got me really my adrenaline going. And that is that Michael Berry is kin to this person that's doing this investigation or whatever, or the evaluation. I think she said he's doing the evaluation. Michael Berry is got some of this going on. And then the other thing, what was it? Oh yeah, Michael Berry's niece is a police department detective. And then the other thing, what was it? Yeah. Darian B had relations with Monica at a young age, under the age of 18. I'm not even going to put the age out there because you guys will say, SP, you sick. Okay. And he did not have a monitor on, and the police is making him move. And the phone call from Monica's house did happen at 6:53. It's no mishap like, oh, we just put everything at one time or something. No, there was a call at her house at 6:53, you guys. So go back and look at this. I'm not going to make this live long. I'll see you guys later on. I'm going to get off of here. I love you guys. Make sure you guys put Zen in your prayers, you guys. That's my girl. All right. And I will see you guys soon. I'll see you guys Wednesday, unless I just got some free time. All right. Be good, be safe, and be nice to each other. Bye.
This is the sweetest boy. Cameron Morey told me about the boy he calls his brother, Cash Gernon. It was the sweetest boy ever. He loved like y'all right here. He'd be so happy to run out here. Like, what's up, y'all? Sadly, Cash was found dead in the street Saturday morning, just blocks from his home. Honestly, I'm confused, bro. Like, why? He was 4, like, who does this to 4-year-old kids, you know what I'm saying? Police arrested 18-year-old Darian Brown. DPD says Brown broke in and kidnapped the child around 5 a.m. Saturday. The family says cameras inside the home captured it all. It shows him coming in, took him while he was asleep. While he's asleep. Carried him out of my house while he's asleep. Brown faces kidnapping and burglary charges. Investigators anticipate more charges after they get results from the lab. Why couldn't he do it to me? I'd rather me than him. Cameron said he went to high school with the suspect, but he believes the crime is random. Random, yes. Random out of nowhere. For no reason. There's no reason for none of this. And there's no, like, it's not from revenge, not from hate, not from none of that. Not to get back at us, nothing. Cash is not Cameron's biological brother. Cameron said his mom was dating a man who has a few sons, and Cash is one of them. A few months back, they broke up, and the man left the boys with Cameron's mom. That was my brother. I don't care if anybody told me he wasn't, he was. He says he's devastated. Just to do it. Did it just to do it. Grieving the loss of this 4-year-old, found dead in the street. I don't understand, bro. Why they do it to him?